keeping you connected in more ways than one. This is Doc TV.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm back, baby!
Fishborn. Is he the pizza man or a fisherman?
Stiffly supported by Aurelia Trim and Door, serving your every need for nailing trim, large hung doors, and more. Aurelia Trim and Door, 1084 Brody Drive. Everyone welcome from behind the Aurelia Square Mall.
They are just fishing stories, folks. Fishborn. Oh, yeah. On 104.1, The Doc.
I had a friend last weekend who said, I love Roop reading that intro.
Oh, God.
That's not Roop.
Listening to Roop just to make noises behind it is difficult enough for me. But he doesn't do the intro.
All right, off we go. Today's title, ladies and gentlemen, is called Judy's Afternoon Delight.
Okay.
And to be quite frank, Judy was bored. She wished she could be with her husband, Jack, but with Jack off at a fishing junket with his buddies, Judy decided she needed something kind of new and different to keep her busy, something she could enjoy all by herself. So she thought she'd bring out the bicycle she hadn't even looked at since the twins were born 7 years ago. As she pulled the dusty cover off the pile in the basement, she smiled a girlish grin when she saw him again. Him, I say, as Judy, for some reason, decided to name her bicycle when Jack bought it for her as an anniversary gift. Ricardo. Ricardo, she had called him, named after a Latino actor whose buns she had once fancied. Ricardo now, though, looked tired and dirty. He would need a good lube job for sure. As she hauled Ricardo out of his dusty lair and properly set her eyes upon his sturdy frame. Still, looks pretty good, she thought, as she began greasing his gears, tightening his spokes, and adjusting the brakes. There, said Judy, looks as good as new. She could hardly wait to mount her old friend again and take him for the ride of his and maybe her life. She had a favorite little hideaway to take Ricardo, where on this first time back in the saddle in quite some time, they could be all alone. As Judy jumped on Ricardo's hard steel torso and began pedaling, she could feel that tingling sensation returning. It's been way too long, she thought, as she began riding him a little faster, a little harder, as they disappeared down a trail into the thick bush of the forest. For most of an exhilarating hour, these two tried to exhaust each other until Judy realized she was finally and physically spent. But she had had quite a rendezvous with her old friend that afternoon, and as a bead of sweat dripped from her chin, she glided her hand along his steel-hard frame and made a promise to Ricardo to ask Jack's friends to invite him on more fishing trips. After all, she thought she would have been out of practice with Ricardo, but realized just then, it's just like riding a bike.
That's the way it is.
And that, friends, is just a little story.
Enjoy.
Keeping you connected in more ways than one. This is Doc TV.